6:13 here on Breakfast Television. Time now for business news, and we say good morning to Mike Eppel. Mike, you are keeping a very close eye on what's happening down south in Florida with Hurricane Ian making landfall yesterday. Really could have an effect when it comes to the crops that are grown in Florida.
The business implications of this storm are huge, Tammie. It's obviously Florida's a massive tourist destination. The industry has shut down. Airlines, cruise ship ports are closed. Disney, Universal, SeaWorld, they're all offline for today at least and going forward. And so much damage. Friends of ours who have a timeshare in Fort Myers were sending me pictures last night of the restaurant across the street was completely obliterated. And then you look at the Florida orange juice crop, which was already not in the best of shape. Well, that could be dramatically affected here. So we're talking about breakfast price inflation, potentially, Tammie, because of this massive storm. Orange juice futures jumped yesterday by the daily limit. They're up again this morning. The strawberry crops, anything fresh fruit and produce, the implications of this storm just from what we import from Florida, it could be a pretty dire, to say the least.
And of course, we'll be watching gas prices. There's always a warning about that. But the president putting out a warning to oil companies. Yeah,
don't gouge consumers. With the demand for gas to get out of the area, short term at least, one thing. But then you've got pipelines going up the U.S. Eastern Seaboard, which may be affected. We'll see. The price here in the GTA is $1.54 this morning. In Vancouver, talked about this a little bit yesterday. Vancouver seeing a record price as of this morning, $2.39 per liter. They got their own supply issues on the West Coast.
Wow. Okay. Here in the east side of the GTA, Pickering Nuclear Plant, the life of the plant may be extended. We're hearing reports about that.
Yeah, we're expected to hear from Energy Minister Todd Smith today about what I think was kind of predictable. They were talking about, first of all, Pickering was set to shut down 2024-25, and the Ford government was talking about, we'll build some natural gas power plants in the transition to green energy. The problem is, how many years is that going to take? Where are those sites going to be? Never said. And now reports are that they're looking to extend the life of Pickering into 2025-26. And then the indication is they could do a complete review of the Pickering site and do a full overhaul if it makes sense. This plant accounted for 14% of the provincial power output last year alone, Tammie. You can't just take that offline and figure you're going to get it from someplace else, especially with, again, more EVs. We're expected to transition to electric vehicles and all these other things run on clean fuel, and so you're going to probably need the base load at some point. That's no surprise that they're looking to extend the life of Pickering for at least another year.
Yeah, you'd think they'd be planning ahead more with that. And looking at the markets as well, we know we had a short rebound yesterday. I say short because it's a mess this morning again.
Yeah, it's back down. We saw the Bank of England trying to prop up the British pound, which hit a record low earlier in the week against the U.S. dollar. That worked for a brief time. Markets coming back in. They're just punishing anything related to the UK again this morning for the tax cut proposals. And we got stock futures down. Coming up later this morning, the GDP report for July from Stats Canada. Is our economy starting to show signs of a slowdown because of rising interest rates? That's going to be a big number.
All right. Well, we'll look out for that. Again, happy Thursday, Mike. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll chat with you tomorrow.